Friends, on this day in this video we are going to study about conditional statements. Generally we are having if statement and switch statement. In if statement we are having many types. We are going to see the simple if first. We are going to see simple if statement. Now coming to syntax of simple if statement, you are going to write if, then in angular brackets you are going to write condition. Why you are writing in angular brackets? Angular brackets represents that it is optional. Angular brackets represents that it is optional. You may write the condition or directly you may write 1 or 0. The condition is going to give you, if it is true, it is going to give the value as 1 if the condition is true. If the condition is false, you are going to get the result as 0. The condition is true, you are going to get 1, otherwise you are going to get the value 0. 0 represents false and 1 represents true. Now after the if condition you are going to write statement. So let us say we are going to write the statement as statement 1. Statement 1. Now what do you mean by this statement? Then I am having another statement called as statement 2. Now if the condition is true, statement 1 gets executed. Now it depends on the condition of this if statement. If the condition is true, statement 1 will get executed. If the condition is false, statement 1 won't get executed. So what you are going to say here is, if condition is true, then empty statement 1 gets executed. Now suppose if it is false, statement 1 gets executed. If it is false, then statement 1 does not get executed. If statement 1 is true or condition is true, then the statement 1 gets executed, otherwise statement 1 don't get executed. And statement 2 is by default. Even the condition is true or not, there is nothing to do with statement 2. Statement 2 will be executed line by line, one after the another statement execution. If the condition is true, statement 1 gets executed, statement 2 gets executed. If the condition is false, directly statement 2 gets executed. Now if I am having more than one statement, this is the syntax of if condition. This is called as syntax. This is called as syntax. So here if condition is true, statement 1. If suppose you are writing more than one statement, in this case you are going to write if condition, then suppose I am having a group of statements to execute, then you are going to keep a flower bracket, then statement 1, then statement 2, then statement say n, so on up to statement n, then followed by a flower bracket. So from here to here, from here to here, this is called as a if block. So from here to here, this is called as a if block. Now what we are saying that if the condition is true, if block gets executed. If the condition is false, if block don't get executed or won't get executed. It depends on the condition. For example, if I am writing if, suppose we are writing here if in brackets 1, I'm not writing the condition, that's why we have kept in angular brackets. Angular bracket represents optional. Then I'm writing here say printf in double quotes I am in if, then here I'm going to write I am out of if. I am out of if. So if the condition is true, 1 represents true, so finally I am going to get the result as I am in if as well as I am out of if. I am going to get I am in if, one output, then the following line is going to get executed, that is I am out of if. So I'll be getting both the outputs. I am out of if. Now if the condition is false, the next example is, now in this case if the condition is true, the next statement gets executed and simultaneously all the rest of the statements are going to get executed. Now suppose I am going to say if the condition is false, 0 represents false, then this line won't get executed, this line will not get executed. So what will be the output? In this case the output will be only I am out of if. The output will be only I am out of if. Why this line is not going to get executed? This line won't get executed because the condition is false. That's why you are writing 0 there. Now here in this case, suppose let us change 0 or 1. Let us copy this code. Now suppose I am declaring a variable. Suppose I am declaring a variable, let us say integer a is equal to 10. Now I am going to write the condition is here, that is a greater than 1. Whether a value is greater than 1, as 10 is greater than 1. Whenever you are writing or declaring a variable, a box will be created. The name of the box is a. The name of the memory location is called as a, and it is going to store the value as 10. Now you are comparing the value with a conditional statement, whether a greater than 1, whether 10 is greater than 1, yes, then it is going to print I am in if and I am out of if, both. Okay, suppose I am going to write whether a value is less than 1. Instead of writing greater than 1, you are going to write less than 1. Whether 10 is less than 1, false, then this line won't get executed. This line won't get executed. So this is part of if. If you want to execute more than one line, you are going to use braces, flower brackets. Then it is called as if block. If the condition is true, the statement gets executed. If the condition is false, the next statement will get executed. Okay. So let us check this example once. Let us open dev. Now let us execute the same code. Let us write end. Now let us check if 0 means false. I'm going to write the two lines, that is from so just concentrate on indenting. I'm giving a tab on your keyboard. You are having a tab key means 8 spaces. Now let us execute this one. What is that you are writing? If false, directly you are writing false, means this line should not get executed. Only you need to get I am out of if. Let us execute. Here you got I am out of if. Only one line got executed. Now what you are going to do, let us modify the code. Now let us make if 1, not if 0. Let us change it to if 1. 1 means true, so I need to get both of them as the outputs. So let us execute this one again. So I am in if, I am out of if, both. I am in if, I am out of if. If you are having a confusion, just keep a /n, means you will be getting the output in the next line. So /n. Let us execute again. So you got I am in if, I am out of if, both the lines. When I am changing 1 to 0, 0 means false. Then execute it again. So I am not getting the first one, I am out of if only. Okay, if the condition is true, I am going to get the exit. Next very important thing is, in C language we are having a null statement, which is represented by a semicolon. Semicolon represents a null statement. For example, if you are going to write if, then some condition you are going to write, then if you are going to keep a semicolon, now what it reads, it feels that, so for example, let us take the same example which we have used. So I am going to write if 1 semicolon, then you are going to write I am inside the if, I am outside the if. Now what is going to happen here? Now what it happens is, if the condition is true, it executes the semicolon as the next statement. If the condition is false, it don't execute the semicolon, but the rest of the two lines will get executed as it is. Now these two lines will not have control on the condition. This line will not have the control on the condition. If the condition is true, this semicolon gets executed. If the condition is false, this semicolon won't get executed. Okay, semicolon is called as a null statement, so you should not keep a semicolon for main, for if as of now. Okay, so let us check the example. Now if you are writing here if 1, what will be the output? Both the lines must be executed. Now let us check whether both the lines are getting executed. Yes, I am in if, I am out of if. Now if the condition is true, let us make the condition as false. Only we are going to get the second line as output, that is I am out of if. So hence it is getting executed. Now what I am going to do, I am going to keep a semicolon. Semicolon is null statement. If the condition is false, the next statement won't get executed. If the condition is true, next statement will get executed. Let us execute now. I am in if, I am out of if. The condition is false, but I am getting both the outputs. So you need to concentrate that you are not going to keep a semicolon over here. Okay. So this is regarding simple if. In the next video, we are going to write some programs using if condition. Okay. That's it guys in this video. Have a nice day.